Hello and thank you for joining me for this special From the Helm series featuring 7 executives in 7 minutes. I'm Grady Wulff, Market Analyst with Ballarat. I recently travelled to Perth to speak with some of the up-and-coming heavyweight producers and newcomers to the ASX in the resources space to create this series for our Ballarat clients. From a gold explorer whose share price has rocketed 357% over the last 12 months to a mining services company that's progressing towards operations at its flagship asset in New South Wales, and even hearing from the managing director of the company that owns one of the largest hard rock lithium deposits in the world. We hope you enjoy this 7 minutes with 7 executives.
$1.28, I think we closed that today. So
incredible.
Massive increase in share price, and it's just a tribute to what we've been doing, which is drilling and delivering.
And you had a major new resource out a week ago or so.
Yeah.
Tell us about that, and the market obviously loved it. The share price appreciated even more. So tell us what that was to do with.
Look, I suppose the biggest thing about that is it's a price to the upside, which is always a good thing that companies need to be trying to achieve, right? But for me, that was a huge achievement. It was a massive tribute to the work that we've done, all the drilling we've done. Massive increase in grade. I mean, 2.48 million ounces at 4.79 grams a tonne is just an incredible outcome for a company that, a little over 18 months ago didn't have much hope.
Look, it's been a busy transaction. There's 3 counterparties. There's Brightstar, Alto Metals and Gateway. So we announced a merger by way of a scheme of arrangement with Alto Metals and contemporaneously acquiring the Montague East Gold Project from Gateway Mining. For us, the transaction was very logical. It was the consolidation of the Sandstone district. For us, it delivers 1.5 million ounces to our portfolio, and I think fast tracks that whole region for a development proposition.
Pretty key transaction for us, and does probably 3 things. The first is for Gateway shareholders. It gives them some crystallisation of value of the investment that we've put into the project over the last number of years, and sort of shows a way forward of generating some returns from that investment that shareholders have put in. And secondly, it basically still exposes our shareholders to the upside in the region. We've always been a believer that consolidation in the Sandstone region is really a big value add for the project and for the shareholders, and this way we still maintain exposure to that through our shareholding in Brightstar. And thirdly, what it does, it obviously gives us capital and gives us the resources needed to continue our exploration in the region, which we still, really deeply believe is prosperous and prospective for Gateway shareholders. So for those 3 reasons, this is a great deal for Gateway shareholders.
2 years we've invested $60 million to bring this mine into this position and be able to fund it. So major milestone. We're still going to make final investment decision this quarter, but what it means now is funding's not an issue. That was, I guess, a little bit of not a set of concrete shoes, but that was a catalyst for us as a business moving forward. And it does mean now that we're fully funded, we can bring this into production and cash flow in mid next year, which is less than 12 months away. Yeah,
so talking about mid next year, what is the development timeline for the Woodlawn project at the moment, and what can the market expect over the next few months?
Well, obviously, FID's really important, so that's obviously this quarter. But on the ground, we will get things going post that. But yeah, look, it's a slow build up in the next few months, but then really in earnest, we hit the ground running in January from a mining perspective, and then we'll be basically upgrading the processing plant later this year into next year, and should be pouring concentrate in the June quarter and commissioning. So that's not that far away. So very busy. We'll be starting to recruit people soon after our financial decision. So look, there's a lot of work that's happened behind the scenes to get to this point.
It's huge, and our argument would be it's just going to get bigger, and we'd hope that the exploration target clearly demonstrates that. It's been developed by an independent third party, so it's not our in-house view, it's our competent person in the form of BBA Engineering saying, here's what the endowment is, and it's significant, and it really just reinforces how important the Shakajuanan project is going to be on the global stage, but especially as we think about our presence in North America and Europe. If we keep drilling, Grady, there's going to be a lot more tonnes.
I was going to say, the next question is, given the size of the Shakajuanan project, do you think there's still more exploration upside?
Yeah, there is, and hopefully that's plain for people to see. So just in the last 4 months, in fact at the close of our winter drill program, we made another important discovery at CV13. a more very high grade. If I take you back a bit further, in the last couple of years we discovered the Nova Zone, a really high grade subset of the CV5 resource, and it's looking like we've got something similar at CV13. So what does that point to? It really points to the quality and the tenor of what it is that we have at Shakajuwan. It's just a really phenomenal piece of geology, and we're confident that when we keep drilling we're going to make more discoveries, and that's a lot about what we're about to demonstrate the value in the project.
So we listed 10 weeks ago, and it's been rapid fire since then. Yeah. So we've gotten on the ground, we've commenced drilling, and we've had a fantastic start to our listing.
And silver is one of the top commodities performing in 2024. What's behind the strong performance, and where do you see it going for the next 12 months?
Yeah, so industrial demand is one of the key drivers, and there's a huge supply-demand imbalance at the moment. So over the last 10 years, demand for silver in industrial uses has grown by nearly 330%. And we've been in a deficit for the last 4 years. Last year, 140 million ounces. So huge demand for silver moving forward, which is really exciting for us as a business.
Look, it's been a roller coaster. So we have delivered production. We hit our guidance. We gave a good market update, a growth update for the next 5 years, which really sets us up well to execute on that plan. By making this investment now, what it does is it drives costs out. When you have a mining project, it typically has a large fixed cost base. So the more efficiency, the more productivity you can get from that fixed cost base will drive your cost, your unit cost down. So that's essentially what we're doing, is by making this investment now in the project, we'll be driving the project towards 250,000 ounces of production by FY28. So it's a really serious gold mine. Like this, that's all from one operation. And it'll drive our cost base down to a really attractive number. So
we hope you enjoyed this 7 minutes with 7 executives and took some key insights away from what's happening in the resources space. To watch the full videos of each interview and find your investing edge, be sure to place a trade with Bell Direct or Bell Direct Advantage.